building. There he is.
Is he? Jacob Rose.
Shorter Maze in the building. How good's this? Going live.
Oh my word.
All right.
When's the last time we live streamed together, Jono?
Chicken wings.
It's been a very long time.
And hot sauce.
It's been a very, very long time.
All right, man.
But let's see what happens.
Well,
okay. Well, we're live streaming there. I'm
welcome.
Go and
welcome.
Get the podcast stream going. Oh, goodness me. We've got 6 people watching. So we're currently live streaming. We are recording.
This is great.
Thanks, man. Doing my best. Get a bit more of a view of the wings there. Alrighty then.
Let's do it, folks. We are currently on.
Well, welcome back to the Coaches to the Moon podcast, ladies and gentlemen. A little different setup today. If the audio is different, I apologize if you're listening. We are not in the office. Jono and I are sitting at my dining room table with 2 plates of beautiful chicken wings. And I'd love to introduce you to my very good friend, Mr. Jonathan Franze. We went to school together. We had a podcast together. You're going to learn all about him, so no intro needed. I'm going to explain what the fuck is happening in front of us here. We are stealing a show called Hot Ones off of YouTube, where this guy interviews celebrities whilst they eat progressively spicier and spicier chicken wings. And so I thought for a Christmas special to wrap up the year of a business-themed podcast, Jono and I could do the same thing. We are going in with 5 different sauces, starting off relatively easy and ending up very difficult. And just going to ask some questions, have a vibe, eat some wings, and to see how we go.
Yeah, just for some reference, ladies and gentlemen, our final sauce is called Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage.
Yeah, I'll show what I like about this sauce, Jono, is the warning label on the side. Warning, this product contains the hottest known ingredients on the planet Earth. Please use with extreme caution. That one's still in the bottle, and you look at the oil in it. You can just see how dark that oil is inside there.
Oh, wow.
That looks bad.
You can't see this, folks, but there is a molasses of dark oil. There it is, right there.
But we'll crack into it. We'll see what happens. We got a simple one to go with. So what we're going to do...
Look, shout out to Matt Crichton. What's he saying? Feed him, friends.
Hello,
we're here.
So, yeah, man, we've got 5 wings in front of us.
Yes.
The first sauce here is Frank's Red Hot. It's a pretty easy sauce. Just dab as much as you like on your sauce, on your wing. I will follow suit. And then we'll eat a wing, ask a question, eat a wing, ask a question, see how we go.
I love that. This is a great setup, man. Like, just whoever created this idea, eating chicken wings and spicy sauce whilst interviewing people, genius. All right, so I don't know how much I'm going to put on here.
This isn't very hot.
This is not that hot.
This is what you'd have on wings anyway. This is an easy one. And I'll admit, I don't like to use notes in these shows, but I'm not sure where my brain's going to go. So I've written some notes down today to ask some questions to Jono. So
it's a Christmas special. Merry Christmas.
It's a Christmas special. Frank's Red Hot sauce. Cheers to the first wing.
Cheers to the first wing.
Here we go. Easy.
They look quite delicious.
They're pretty cold. So they're not hot anymore. But anyway, okay. So Jono, we spoke a couple years ago on the podcast about a retreat you went to in Bali, run by our friend Zach. And this guy running the retreat, facilitating, he's makes a lot of money and likes to flash it. He dresses nicely, lots of branded labels, nice cars, that sort of thing. And you remember feeling relatively triggered, super triggered by the money thing. And then he called you out on it, and we had a conversation about it like 2 years ago. Now, in the past couple of years, you've moved on from being, a comfortable personal trainer with a solid business to changing jobs, going for it, leaving, starting businesses, all sorts of stuff. How do you feel your relationship with money has changed as you've gone from the comfort of a successful personal training business to really going out there and having a go at a whole bunch of different stuff over the past 2 years?
Great question.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to make a comment of the hot sauce and the wings. Red Hot Frank's original cayenne pepper sauce is a go-to.
Easy.
I like it. Quite vinegary. Something that I would choose for a wing.
You can see the bottle's nearly empty because I put it on everything.
So great. Yeah. So I would rate that because I think it's important that we also rate sauces here.
What do you feel?
I would rate that a 1 out of 10 spiciness.
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Great flavor, good zest. Anyway,
Perfect.
great. So the money question. Yeah, so just for context for people out there, I went to a retreat in Bali and it was epic, and I'm really glad that I did it. And the guy who was running it, I just shouted him out, like Mr. Zach Dixon. Mr. Zach Dixon. We love that Zach Dixon. That guy he's a weapon.
He's the man.
He's really cool. And something that triggered me on that retreat was the way how he had set things up to be very, in my opinion, was like, well, in my I was triggered.
Yeah.
Part of me was triggered.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he wearing like a Balenciaga t-shirt? And, you know, he's coming out with like Versace t-shirt the next day. And, you know, he's walking through the audience and people are clapping him and all this sorts of stuff. And I just felt like, fuck, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And then I was actually considering leaving. I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to be here, blah, 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 very much in my shit. And I expressed that to him. And I remember him turning around and saying to me, if what I'm wearing triggers you, good.
Right. Why?
Look at that.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, like what's going on? And I realized that I was judging the fuck out of this guy. I was judging the shit out of him. And I was like, I wouldn't do this. Why is he flaunting, blah, blah, blah. But really, he was just doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So who the hell am I to be like, I don't like this and I don't like that. So he really showed me a lesson in that moment about judgment. And he also got me present about my relationship with money. So it's so easy for me to make a simple judgment by what watches people wear, what cars people drive, how big are their houses, all this sorts of stuff. And if I look a little bit deeper, I actually can see there's a part of me that I haven't actually made peace with yet.
Yeah.
Right. And that is this part of me that also wants to crush it, you know, that wants to like have a nice car, that wants to have a great house, that wants to do all these things. And when I see that being reflected upon me, it shows a mirror that I'm not willing to look at myself. So over the time, I started to look at that. And thank you, Zach Dixon. Shout out, the man. Because he really taught me a beautiful lesson in that moment. You know, if you're triggered, why?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Look at that. This has got nothing to do with me. This has got everything to do with, it's got nothing to do with Zach Dixon. It's got everything to do with me.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, fast forward, COVID hit and I essentially...
The C word for the first time in the podcast.
That's right. And it's, you know, it ain't going anywhere. Right. So we're still here. And so COVID hit and I realized that gyms were shutting down. And prior to that, I was just getting my feet in a kind of a men's mental health organization or an organization just standing for men and healing masculinity.
Yeah.
Right. That was now called Spiritual Fight Club.
Yeah.
And I was in that and I decided to take a leap, get out of the PT completely, and then come into this organization. And I spent 2.5 years there. And inside that organization, like I wasn't earning, basically, we weren't earning really any money.
Yeah.
Right. And it was a startup and we were working a lot. And yeah, so I have now been hit with this money situation of like, shit, I'm like earning way less than half compared to what I was earning with the PT.
Yeah.
So it was a huge shock for me, but I felt like, you know, there were other things at play. I was immense growth. I was in a really good community. I was helping men. I learned a very valuable set of tools that I now use on a daily basis. And I also help clients as well inside of that. So my money, to bring it all back, the money perspective and how my relationship with money has changed is that I'm way less judgmental. And instead of like negging or judging people that have certain levels of wealth, actually celebrating that. And you know, there's an argument to be like, it can be done well, it can be done, you know, in a not so well way where it's all up in your face and blah 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 blah. But each their own. What is here is my judgment, my relationship to money has changed. And yeah, I feel way more at peace with that.
Good.
Yeah. Good. So there we go.
There you go. And you've got to sometimes really go backwards to figure that out.
Yeah.
I think when it's easy to see money coming in every week, then it's easy to form a relationship with it where you probably don't even need to think about it too much. But when it's not there, suddenly you've got to focus on it, and you focus on the good and the bad of it. I don't know. I went through a similar thing, and now I'm surrounded by ambitious people. Some of them who are crushing it, like $1.5 million a month. Me, my goal at the moment is how can I spend as much time with my family as possible?
Yeah, man.
Have some cool choices. And that is completely the opposite of what it was a couple of years ago, which was like, I want a fucking Lambo.
Yeah.
So now I love a Lambo. I don't care about it though.
Yeah.
I care about the girls who are on the terrace out there hanging out with them.
That's right.
Seeing you eating wings, and that's what money is for me now. So
it's a sense of freedom. There is an ability to, financial freedom. I think is really important. It's a must, right? If you don't feel comfortable, and financial freedom can mean anything to lots of different people. Like it can be a big amount of money or a small amount of money. It's irrelevant. But having this sense of I don't need to worry about money. That's like from a survival perspective. Some people are wealthy and they still worry about money. Yeah. Right. So then that's more of a psychological thing going on there. That's a mindset shift that needs to happen. But yeah, man. And just to comment on your thing about going forwards or backwards, now that I look back, it's not forwards or backwards. It's just what it was. Yeah. Right. And because if it really, I don't look at that as going backwards, and it's like, I don't really look at that as going forwards either. It's just what happened for me to learn the lesson I need to learn. Yeah. Right. But yeah, that was my shift. Great. Yeah.
A lot of people, who this podcast is for are solopreneurs in the coaching space. It's not always easy, and it's really good to make a note of what you learned.
Yeah, totally.
Should we move on to wing number two?
Wing number two.
All right. So we're moving on to 3 different sources from
chicken wing.
There's no sauce on there just yet.
I know.
3 different sources from the torchbearers, and we're starting off with the Son of Zombie wing sauce, triple X hot, and yeah, this one I've tried it, and I think it's pretty delicious. I'm keen to see what you think. So
okay,
dab yourself up a wing, my man.
What's with all the zombies and like these?
I know
the branding on this is pretty intense.
There's a bit of a theme with hot sauces where, whoa, mummy.
Is that too much?
I'm going to put on as much as you put on, bro.
Whoa, might be too much.
I'm putting on as much as you put on. Maybe with the later wings, we'll have a little less than you just put on there.
Okay.
He's going in hard. All right, let's have a wing and then we'll talk.
We're in.
Questions.
The wings are good, man. I probably need a few more wings on my plate.
I've got plenty more wings for you. Don't you worry.
Oh, yeah.
A bit of a step up, yeah?
Immediate spice.
Yep. Now good wings. Put some baking powder. Toss the wings in some baking powder before I roasted them today.
Actually, this is delicious.
It's a good wing, hey? Very tasty sauce. Manageable.
Great tasting sauce.
Jono is a Mediterranean of origin, so you can do a bit of heat.
Oh man, I can do a bit of heat for sure.
So mind your fingers around your eyes with that.
Okay, so don't put my fingers in my eyes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I've got a little towel there for you. Just avoid the eyes at all costs, I would say. Fantastic. All right. So, Jono, over the past few years, man, it's difficult to put a finger on, what I would call your career.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Over the past few years, you've been doing coaching in so many different spaces. You've been doing, standard personal training. You've been doing, as you said, running seminars and retreats for men's personal development. You've been teaching yoga all the way through to what you're doing now, which is kind of peak performance, executive level coaching, everything in between.
Yeah.
They're all very different with very different audiences, very different sizes, very different ways of approach here. But have you found that there's a concept across all of your coaching positions that is always beneficial no matter who you're working with?
Yes.
Great. Next question. I probably worded it wrong.
No. It's
what concepts have you learned?
Yeah,
if there are any.
It's not so much a concept. It's this ability to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I can see that is across the board in every single domain that I have utilized and been a part of in my life. So personal training.
Yep.
And like, this is something that I have now, by the way. This is not something that I had back then.
Sure.
Right. So it was all fast paced. It was all about a harder workout, more weight on the bar, like a more intense kind of healing journey, peak performance, high performance, like hustle at all costs, move fast, like, iterate, pivot, blah, 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 all this sorts of stuff. And now when I look back, and this is something that I really harnessed and I still continue to harness in the men's work that I was doing for 2.5 years, is this ability to slow down.
Yeah.
And what I mean by slowing down is actually, one, physically slowing down. Mm-hmm. Slow down your driving, slow down your breathing, like slow down the way you write, slow down the way you think, slow down the way you talk to people, right? Even now, right now, I can feel like I'm talking quite fast.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yep.
And I've seen people go from being in their heads to channeling and coming right back down into their heart and into their gut by slowing down.
Yep.
And when we're in this space, we're in this space of, I can actually feel how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Magic can happen.
Yeah.
People start connecting with actually what they want in life, right? People start following their intuition over their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say that the mind is bad or wrong, but most people are living in their mind.
Yeah.
Me included, right?
Yeah.
So
where else would they live?
Well, ideally, you actually want to live inside of your gut and lead with your heart.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you want to get connected with your gut. And what is the gut? It's like just the deepest part of you that is maybe quite silent.
So we're not talking gut health, probiotic. You're talking
no. I'm talking
about intuition, that gut feeling.
Yes. Yeah. I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
This little voice inside of you that says, go right when everyone is saying go left.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the one that is there, but you don't listen to. That voice that I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm so guilty of not listening to that. So guilty of not.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm learning how to follow that more. And that takes time. So to this concept, maybe it's not a concept, something that I took away from the men's work was, it's like a way of being.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not like a new strategy that you got to plug and play. It's like an actual way of being. It's a way of living. Like starting to really slow down in your life will make a difference. And, you can do that with your physiology. That's how I find it is the easiest, actually slowing down with my breath immediately. I would say slowing down has been a huge thing that is a general, not even a general, that's something that's across the board that hasn't left.
Yeah.
And it's something that I need to fully embody as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we all do. And you've stolen one of my questions. I was going to ask you, but it was going to be the fact that you're a guy. I'll keep it for later.
Okay, great. Let's just comment on what's happening here because this is this source right here. This one here,
Son of Zombie.
This is definitely a step up from Frank's Red Hot Sauce.
Yeah, that's a big jump. Those two.
So
yeah,
I rated that a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
this is a 5.
That's a 5.
This is a 5.
A lot of room to to move.
Yeah, I've got some room to move, but we jumped pretty hardcore. So 5 out of 10 for hotness. My mouth is burning a little bit. Not burning. I'd say my mouth is spicy.
Yeah. You put a lot on.
Okay, put a lot on.
This next one we're moving on to is a little thinner, actually.
Okay.
So it's going to come out even faster.
Okay, so slow down.
So this is the zombie apocalypse sauce. Okay, so another torchbearer, lots of dismembered faces on the front there.
Yep.
Yeah, there's this real hot sauce kind of trend of just making things all about skulls and death, as zombies and zombies. So go ahead, J-Bone.
All right,
dab it up.
We're on here. A little bit of a shake.
Give it a shake and just proceed with I'll have as much as you have.
Okay,
we're a team. We're in this together. I'm actually quite glad you went for the flat wing because I feel like the flat wing he's still pouring, folks.
What do you reckon? I think that's all right. Yeah. Oh fuck, you're okay. So maybe I'm putting a little bit too much on, but anyway,
I think you're putting too much on, but that's fine. We're a team.
Shit,
we're a team. Is that about the same amount?
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Sweet,
it's all good.
Jono's spreading it around with his fingers, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna jump in with the zombie apocalypse sauce and see how we go.
All right, nose is starting to water slightly.
There we go.
Oh, all right,
go ahead. Oh, it's so tasty.
No, the immediate hit is great.
Yeah, this one maybe builds on you in the back of the back of the throat there. Your mouth gets used to it. It builds up. So, that's just a very pleasant wing. What do you feel?
So, maybe it's coming later, but so far, that was actually a little bit hotter.
Yeah, it was, hey?
But I think we're in for something coming a little bit later.
Let's have another wing. We got plenty of wings. Let's do it again.
You want to do it again?
Let's do it again.
Oh!
Let's do 2 of them. Because I think our mouth is getting used to it, but also I've got spare wings.
Yeah,
I'll let you dab that up. I'll go grab some more wings for us.
Grabbing more wings, folks. It's probably 10:30 a.m. What is it? 10:46 a.m. and we are here eating some chicken wings. We are currently on the podcast Coaches to the Moon with my friend, my great friend, my ex-co-host, Mr. Alex Morris. And we are currently on wing number 3.
Yeah. Sauce number 3, wing number 4, just for a bit of fun. And then there's an additional wing for you there, man. I'll just tip that onto your plate.
Thank you.
All right, then. Cheers again.
Cheers again. This is our third wing. Third wing? Well, technically, yes, third wing.
The 4th wing.
Sauce.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Okay.
A couple of tough boys here. I think we're going to get arrogant, and then we're going to get to Blair's Megadeth sauce with liquid rage, and really see
we're going to get owned.
see that we were a little quick to judge our abilities here.
Great chicken wings, though.
Yeah, man.
Okay, good. Talk to me,
Jono. We went to the same school. What for you was the best thing and what was the worst thing about going to an all-boys elite private school in Sydney, Australia?
Woo! Okay. Mouth is getting watery. I mean, nose is getting watery. Also, mind is
invigorated.
Okay.
It's a bit of a...
So I'm...
energy.
I can feel some heat right now.
Good.
All right.
Go. Sorry about that.
So
if I suggest more sauce, you don't have to do it.
Feeling heat. Okay. The best thing about going to an elite all boys private school, I like the way you put that.
It's true. We did.
We definitely did.
Yeah.
Is the bond.
Yeah.
And the mateship that is created for a lifetime. And
case in point.
Yeah, totally, right. And I can speak for myself, and I know it's definitely not always like this for people, depending on who you are, how you move through the world, what you do, blah, 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 all these things. Like some people have horrible experiences at elite private schools and don't ever have any mateship and find mateship elsewhere. Right. So, but for me, that wasn't like that. For me, the connection, the bond is really awesome. Now, that bond is normally formulated around alcohol and celebration and getting a little bit buck wild. So and I think that's important. I love that. And I think true mateship is one that enables people to start to talk about things that are vulnerable, challenging in their life. Right. Joyous and happy in their life. And in order for that to happen, there needs to be space and time. Right. But so I find that whenever I'm with, and I love all my mates, it's like they're epic and we just have a great time. But whenever we're together, we're having a party. Like we're getting crunk. And also there are specific times where I get to find that individual connection and go deeper with people and all that sorts of things. So I would say mateship and this sense of network, like the network inside of these schools can be quite strong. And if you have a good bond, people are willing to help you out. People are willing to fucking do things for you and introduce you to somebody else. Right. So there's a beautiful network and bond that's created. I'd say that's my favorite thing. That was my highlight. And then the worst thing. I would say this warped perception of the feminine.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Because going to an all boys school, you're around boys 24/7. And that's great. And the feminine, the opposite sex is always on the outside. They're just on the outside. And when someone's when a group of individuals are on the outside, you start to think differently about them. Maybe there's a lot of derogatory terminology. They're not accepted the way they should be accepted. Like they're not valued. They're viewed as objects. And so that was really warped for me. Like even thinking about going to school dances and shit like that. Like, the girls come together, the guys come together, and it's like, oh, what do we? I don't really know how to talk to girls. Well, what should I do? Blah, blah, blah. And it's just all, there's this hierarchy around what guy is good with what girl and who's hooked up the most. And I don't know, I think it's all slightly fragmented around masculine and feminine. And it's quite toxic, actually. So that's what I would say. And I had no idea about women.
No, none of us did.
No idea. I was like, oh, I just want to be with the mates. I just want to be with the boys. And like, it felt like too much effort and I was embarrassed. I was insecure. Parts of me were embarrassed and parts of me were insecure. And like, it was tough. So I kind of shied away from that. And then when I was older, as I grew up, I still had this warped perception of the feminine. And that's been challenging, man. That's changed, definitely. Now I worship the feminine, not as in like worship. Well, actually, maybe a bit of that too. Right. I deeply value the feminine and the magic that lives inside.
That's great. That's great, man.
That's what I'd say.
You're really good mates with your mum.
Oh yeah, my mum's wicked.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, my mum's awesome.
Sula Franze.
Shout out
to Sula.
Shout out Sula Franze. She might be watching here. What are we on? What's happening? Xavier Alexander, here he is. Trina Talks is in the building. How great is this? All right.
Well, there's eight people on there. There could be more people on Facebook, and YouTube, and Twitch, and LinkedIn.
We're on here, folks.
This would be good for my LinkedIn profile.
We're on Third Source.
I don't know why I'm streaming this on LinkedIn, man.
It's important. People out there that are high performers, that are business people out there, they need to know what kind of spicy wings we're eating.
It's sort of that my mum asked me this. She's like, Alex, does this work? Because my mum, while we're doing this, she's hanging out, looking after my babies outside to not make any noise. So this is work, Alex. And I was like, for me, it's work because in this space of coaching and the internet, we are the business, we're the brand.
Yeah.
And if you can't be yourself in your business, then you're not in the right business.
100%.
So I said, yeah, Mum, this is work for me.
And also work. See, it's so interesting because from the old perspective and from the generation that your mum has been a part of, work is work.
Yeah.
Right. And this is something that the paradigm that I'm starting to shift now.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was like, work is work, got to go to work, got to work hard. And it's like, where's the fun?
Yeah.
We actually get to have fun.
We do. I mean, 11 a.m. on a Friday, it's a work day.
Yeah, dude.
It's a work day.
And it's Christmas.
It's freaking Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Well, that's what this episode's all about. It's not been a year of podcasts yet. This is episode number 35.
Nice.
So
congratulations.
Thank you. I think we're about 3 or 4 months in, and we've had a good uptick of great guests and listeners lately. I think we're just about to hit 1,000 downloads.
Cool.
So I'm pretty excited for that.
Wow. Total. Is that total that? Yeah.
Not per episode.
No, awesome.
But I'm pretty happy with that.
Dude, just to check, this thing here, that's not mute.
No, that's on.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's on. Great. Don't worry. People would have told us. Someone just said, Franze, you look $1 million. I also thought you did. I was looking at you during that because you were talking about girls when we were in high school. And I was thinking, I look back in high school, I look like a total rat. I was a skinny little skate punk.
Yeah, well, I was a chubby Greek and Italian, who just wanted to be with the mates and eat good food.
Yeah, like, your hair slicked back.
Well, I had my hair's gone so many different directions. And I had the ski jump. You know, when I was younger, I had the ski jump, and then I had all like the mess, and then I had like just a whole bunch of crazy styles.
Yeah, man. Well, it's looking good now. Let's move on to wing number 4. You ready?
All right.
So this is a Torchbearer again. This is their final one. This is garlic Reaper sauce. So Carolina Reaper, which is often known as the hottest, commercially available chili.
Oh, okay.
There's more now, but this is a garlic Reaper sauce going in for wing number 4.
Amazing. Just to recap the numbers here. Frank's Red Hot Sauce, 1 out of 10.
Spice levels. All Natural Son of Zombies wing sauce, 5 out of 10 for me. We should probably get your rating too. And then we've got Zombies Apocalypse Sauce. This is a 6. It did build, didn't it?
Mate, a 6. A 6. Right, we're about to go into garlic Reaper sauce.
Maybe a 7.
Maybe a 7. Nose is watering. Is your nose watering?
I got like a rush of almost adrenaline during that last question. We did that second wing. So this is a thicker sauce. The thicker sauces are the scary ones because you're like, why is it so thick? How concentrated is this motherfucker?
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty then. That's a good amount of sauce. Jono.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh,
I love this technique of spreading it all around the wing.
Yeah, dude, you gotta spread it.
Almost as if it's going to make it easier to, even though you're doing the whole thing in one bite.
Well,
anyway.
I like it to be enjoyable, you know. So
well, I hope you're having fun.
I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun out there too, folks.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out. Oh, here we go. Cheers. Wow.
This one comes in about a few seconds later, I feel.
Have you had this one before?
Yeah, yes. So what's interesting about these sauces here is this Son of Zombie wing sauce said that there's 5 servings in there.
Okay.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
But these two said there's 10 servings. So you'd imagine that you only meant to have half as much, meaning it's a lot hotter.
Okay.
It's coming in the throat now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting your throat hit. Talk to me. Where's your head at?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm noticing. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm getting the throat.
Yeah. It's coming in.
Okay.
Here we go.
So what I'm noticing is there's a delay.
There's a
delay with all these things. Short, nothing, no delay, tiny delay, more delay. This one probably is going to be the biggest delay.
Yeah. It's coming.
So how am I feeling? I would say I'm at now a 7 out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got 4 points in me.
Great.
And we've got how many sauces?
We're 4 down. We got 1 to go. Which is a terrifying one.
Okay, so we're already 4 down. We've done well.
We've done well.
Up top.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna blow my nose on this. Is this okay? Okay, because it's happening
in this house with the babies. The amount of bodily fluids on all of our stuff.
Okay,
there's a lot of it, man.
Great.
So just mind those eyes and
first sip of water.
I realized I drank some water before, but I'll drink water when you do. Woo! Jono, what do you remember about chasing a car thief through Westfield Mall after he just stolen your car from the beach and was now shopping with your credit card whilst you followed him on Google Maps?
You had to go there. We had an episode on our last podcast where I talked about this.
You told the whole story.
I told the whole story. I'm not going to tell the whole story.
I'd love to know what you remember most when this guy stole your car from the beach and you were with a stranger chasing him through the mall because you were tracking your phone. What do you remember most about those moments?
Getting hot right now.
Yeah.
This is getting hot.
Where the mouth, the lips.
The mouth and the lips.
I'm getting the lips now. Yeah.
I'm getting the lips. Okay. Getting the lips and the mouth, folks.
Oh yeah. The lips are building up.
Oh, okay. What do I remember most about me being in a stranger's car on the way to Warringah Mall, speeding with 2 kids in the back and a dad in the driver's seat going, we're going to get him.
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
Yep.
Adrenaline was definitely pumping. Hope.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hope. And also this like instinct inside of me that's like, what am I going to do when because I felt like I was going to get him.
Yeah.
Right. I really felt like I was going to get him. And I started thinking that like there was rage and there was this anger and then there was this emotion starting to build up. And I'm thinking, I might do something stupid. Like I might tackle him or punch him or throw him off a balcony or something. I don't know, because there was a lot of stuff going on, right? This guy's just stole my fucking car.
Yes, you were in the ocean. Yeah.
And I was in the ocean. He's taking my keys from my towel. Don't ever leave your keys on the beach. I know it's a very weird thing to say, but a lot of people are doing it.
I do it. Yeah.
But there's thieves out there, folks.
Don't do it. It's what I mean to say. I leave my keys in a secure position. No point trying to steal from me.
Okay, great. So anyway, a guy saw me jump into the ocean, was literally 5 minutes, put my keys in my towel, bang, he grabs my keys, gets in my car, everything's in my car, valuables, wallet, the whole thing. And, a couple are there on the beach and they're like, we saw this guy get in our car. I'm in a random car. I'm going to Warringah Mall. And I could see on my CommBank app that he was in JB Hi-Fi. He bought something. He went into what's that store? It's like the old man store. Starts with G. Gazman. He went into Gazman and bought a pair of shorts,
right,
and jeans.
Maybe he was shopping for my dad.
I don't know, man. It was just, and I saw that, and then I don't know, something happened. I saw everything get cancelled. Right. And that's when he must have left. I was in Warringah Mall running around, had no shirt on, had a pair of shorts on. It was tragic.
Because you had no shirt.
Yeah.
You stole your shirt.
No, I had no shirt. Well, my shirt was in my car. So anyway, all of that. and I just missed him actually. And cut a long story short, I had a constable who was on the case.
Yeah.
And this guy kept me informed. He's kept me informed over the last 2 years.
Wow.
And about 4 months ago, he sent me an email saying that we'd captured the guy. No. He's now in jail. They found him in South Australia and he had 13 cars that he had stolen.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was a criminal.
Yeah.
And he was obviously a pro at doing all this sorts of stuff. So, but they found him. Shout out to the constable that actually kept me informed.
Yeah,
which was awesome. So the crook is gone, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you glad you didn't catch him?
I am actually, because I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah,
and I think it could have been dangerous for everyone involved.
Yeah,
do
you remember being angry at any point in your life? than you were then?
Yeah. I wasn't angry at that point.
You weren't angry?
No, I wasn't angry. I was like more in my head questioning, like, how do I handle this situation?
Yeah.
I was assessing, I was analyzing. There was rage and there was anger, but I've definitely been like, fast forward being a 16-year-old teenager, very just angry and not wanting to talk to my parents and my dad and blah, blah, blah. So there was definitely more anger towards my dad than there's ever been somebody else.
Totally. Yeah.
That's to answer that question.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I have a very similar thing happen to, well, actually very, very dissimilar, but a similar feeling happened with me. We were in Italy, Ali and I, my wife, were on our honeymoon, and we got on a train. We had these Italian train tickets, and apparently we hadn't bought the right ticket. And so this guy, said, "Can I see your tickets?" And we're like, "Yeah, here they are." We thought we'd done the right thing. He's like, "You've done the wrong thing." He got angry at us, and he got his EFTPOS machine out, and he's like, "Just pay now." That's what I got. And I saw it was like 100 euros.
Oh, wow.
So he was like fining us on the spot.
Wow.
And I was like, "Man, this is our stop. We're getting off the train now. Can we just pay for the ticket and bounce?" And this is my broken Italian, his broken English. And he's like holding the train back because he's the guard. And I was like, "Ali, let's just get off the train. We're here." So I just got off the train, and then I turned around, and she goes, "Morris," and this fucking guard was holding her. I had his arm around her chest, holding her back.
Wow.
And I physically started fucking shaking with anger at this guy. And in my head, all these macho things, fight this guy. And I'm like, looking back, that's not going to help. I had clenched fists. I was yelling at this guy, like in broken Italian, swearing at him Italian, calling him a dickhead, let it go, that kind of thing. And that was the closest I've been to fighting someone.
Yeah. And
he was a cop. And looking back, it's just, you realize that you're so blessed you did not act upon the rage and the anger you were feeling in those times.
Yeah, right? Totally. And what happened in the end? He let it go?
Well, I paid the fine. We left.
You paid the fine.
I paid the fine and we left because he was holding the train, and like there's like 200 people watching us. But I was so angry at this guy. Anyway, man, let's talk about rage. All right, because we're about to move on to the sealed Blair's Mega Death Sauce with liquid rage.
This is it, folks.
This is the one. If never been opened.
If you're tuning in, this is the sauce. This is our last sauce.
This is what we're worried about.
I rate this one here, the garlic pepper sauce. What is it? Torch? What is it?
Torchbearer sauces.
Torchbearer sauces. That there is a 7 out of 10.
Okay,
for me.
Going up one at a time.
7 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
Can you see the little skull hanging off this puppy here?
Show them this.
So we got a little skull hanging off there. If we look at Instagram there as well.
Show them that.
A little skull hanging off this sauce. Blair's Mega Death Sauce with liquid rage. I'm going to shake the hell out of this one.
Oh!
I don't like the look of that oil on top. Look at the color of this monkey here. It's so thick.
Oh, this is super thick.
Okay, Jono.
Oh!
We're 4 wings up. We're 4 wings down.
Are we open here? We're open.
We're open. And this is the sauce that I've seen this. I've seen this sauce on the show we stole this from. This is the.
Is this the final sauce?
This is the final sauce on that
fuck.
show.
This is the final sauce.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like this is going to blow everything out of the water.
Yeah, I think it will.
Have we shaken this enough, man? I think I might need to shake this up.
Keep shaking it, man.
It's just oil, like rich oil.
The audio on this podcast.
Oh yeah,
very different.
Can you hear that, folks?
The shake,
we're gonna shake it up.
The sniffing.
Okay, so if you're tuning in, there's people still tuning in. We've got live 7 people in. All right, amazing.
All right, here we go. Blair's
final
sauce with liquid
this
rage.
is the final sauce, liquid rage.
Dab it up, Jono. Dab it up, bro.
Man, is this runny? Oh, it's runny. Oh.
That's how much you're going for? I'll go to that amount as well.
Oh
no.
Oh. Okay. So I'm gonna need some. I feel like I'm gonna need some more chicken wings.
See how you feel after eating this one, I guess. We got more wings. If you want to eat another wing after this one, man, you can
maybe with no sauce. That's what I'm saying. Like, just
you want a backup wing?
I need a backup
I'll
wing.
get you a backup wing.
We're getting a backup wing. This is it. This is the ultimate death sauce. To be honest, everything has been going pretty well so far. So this better be hot. Otherwise, I'm the man.
Well, otherwise it's going to just prove that the whole show we stole from was a fake.
Yeah, it's a fake. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, in the nostrils immediately.
Back of the throat. Oh, man. Oh. Whoa. Back of the tongue. Head is sweating. Wow. Starting to shake a little bit. That's going to build. That's a
wow.
Lips. Mm-hmm. I love that you're finishing every wing. You're not having a bite and then going.
No.
It's feeling
okay.
Like it's going to kick in a few seconds. It's building. I'm nervous.
All right. So everything so far is okay.
Yeah.
I can feel some heat building in the back of my throat. Quite a lot of heat.
A lot of heat.
You know, let's just talk about the sensations going on in the mouth.
Yeah.
Where are you feeling it the most?
Middle of my tongue.
Okay. I'm feeling it in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And my lips. My lips.
Yeah. Ooh.
My lips are on fire.
Don't breathe in.
Okay.
That is a hot fucking sauce, man.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
To be honest, I think I'm doing all right.
I think you're the man.
I think I'm doing all right.
I think Jono's the man.
I like chili.
Yeah, me too.
Like I like chili. I can take quite a bit of chili.
It's
yeah.
I thought I would nail this more than you. Because I'm a bit of a big dick when it comes to chili as well. But we'll see what happens.
Okay. Talk to me.
Jono, we're on sauce number 5. with liquid rage and Megadeth.
What would you rate it?
It's the second spiciest thing I've ever had.
What's the first?
I had a sauce at Wings and Tins in DY. Which is called a ghost. It's called like a Russian roulette wings.
Okay.
And you order 6 wings or 12 wings and you say, can we have 1 Russian roulette in it? And they don't tell you which one it is, which wing it is.
Okay.
So you sit there with your friends, you all eat a wing, and one of them is covered in something hotter than that. And so no one knows until they eat it because they all look the same. And that's a pain in the ass. Oh my goodness.
Okay, you know what I'm getting now?
Bills.
Oh,
so much worse than it was. My teeth hurt.
This is I'm getting a lot of saliva in my mouth.
Yeah.
A lot of salivation.
Yeah.
Eyes are starting to water.
Oh, okay. Hit me, bro. You touched on this before a little bit.
Okay.
But I found you always to be a really interesting guy and that you have such a beautiful balance of doing everything and doing nothing at the same time. You are just as likely to be running retreats, jet setting around the globe, going to parties, going to lunches, working out, as you are to be sitting in a sauna, relaxing on the beach, or just cooking at home and hanging out with your dad in the pool.
Yeah.
In a world that celebrates hustle, in a world that celebrates pushing and grinding and lack of sleep and always moving forwards, what is it that you love about rest?
Oh, great question. Wow. You know, I follow a guy I've done some work with in the past. His name's John Marsh.
Okay.
He's a guy in Newcastle. Shout out John Marsh. He put up a Instagram the other day, and I can't remember the exact words, but it was like, if you aren't factoring rest inside of your business, you're losing a big part of your business.
Okay.
Because rest is just not resting. It's like everything that we do is about energy. If you don't have the energy to do, to give, to be who you want to be,
yeah,
then you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle.
Yeah.
So rest for me is everything, actually.
Okay.
And I've been burnt out massively I think I've been burnt out for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Right. And it's been really challenging. And I'm only getting present now to how much I have, on the outside, it looks like, oh yeah, cool. Like Jono's great at resting and all this sorts of stuff. And yeah, I do the massage, I do the sauna, I do everything in my body to really feel restful. But it comes down to a mindset and an emotional. It's deep inside the emotions.
Yeah.
Right. That's what because for a long time, fuck, dude, this is full on. By the way,
the wing.
The wing. It's like it's here. I'm trying to explain what I want to explain, but it's so hot. Okay,
that's what's genius about the show.
It's a great show.
Not this. I didn't invent this.
It's a great show because you actually need to really come back into. That's all going on over here. Come back over here.
Yeah, yeah.
So
meditating.
It's like fucking meditating with chili sauce. Right. So what I'm saying is, so I was doing all the things.
Yeah.
Right. But rest is not about doing all the things. It's actually about slowing down internally. And I was still speeding up internally. I was trying to slow down externally, but I was still moving so fast internally. So rest for me is really slowing down, and rest for me comes down to I'm worthy of the rest. And I believe that I wasn't worthy of the rest.
Yeah.
And because I've looked at that and I've seen that there's a part of me that's almost addicted to being burnt out.
Yeah.
Right. Because being burnt out is safe.
Mm.
I'm good at burning myself out. I'm good at working heaps of hours. I'm good at, serving clients over myself. I'm good at all these things. So burnout is basically a state that I'm addicted to.
Yeah.
And I only found that out a couple of months ago.
Wow.
Right. That I was like, holy shit, I'm addicted to burnout. And because this is the kicker, because if I choose rest, what am I saying about myself?
What are you saying about yourself?
That I'm deserving of it.
Yeah.
That I am deserving of the rest.
Yeah.
That's the biggest choice. The actual spiritual choice inside of yourself to say, like, I am deserving of this rest. I am not going to start work till 10 a.m. I am going to take away that client.
Yeah.
I am not going to, be subservient to money. I was subservient to money.
Yeah.
Shit, like the whole time, my PT business, I was trapped because I was so busy. And I was great PT, and I just got more and more and more clients. So I'm making more and more money. Great. But I'm so fucking burnt out. I don't really want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
I need sleep and I'm not getting it. And I just feel like I'm constantly trying to patch up my life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I became a master at doing all the things, the massage, the sauna, the blah, 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 all that. But I wasn't really slowing down healing.
Yeah.
So I've done that, and I will continue to do that. And next year is a year of presence.
Okay.
I'm deciding to really come into presence, to not be in the future, to not be in the past, to be in the present. There's a great quote from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
With the turtle guy.
Yeah, he's like the warrior.
Yeah, he's the wise
chief,
the wise
whatever
guy.
he is. Yeah,
and it's like I can't remember what he says. How can I? The past, the past is gone. The future's a mystery. The present. The reason why it's called the present is because it's a present. Like it's a present. It's a gift.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just coming more into the present, more into like. My life actually is a gift.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be anywhere else but here and now, eating fucking chicken wings with you, talking about life. That's the way I look at it.
And you do it very well, Jonathan Franze. Clap for you, my friend. You made it up and down. You made it up and down the wings. 5 wings up, 5 wings down. Do you want to do it again?
Dude, can I just say, like, we owned this.
Yeah.
We are owning this.
I think there's
like it's hot. This is hot.
It's hot.
This is hot, and my nose is watering. That's kind of the last thing to go. But like, I would have a couple of these sauces in the pantry.
I have up to about the third one.
Yeah.
On things.
Yeah.
Yeah. but with a lot of stuff. When you have it on a wing by itself, it does intensify. This thing, I can't imagine what I'd put it on to enjoy.
No. Sauce. It's not an enjoyable sauce. Like, it's a bit hot.
It's a lot of it left. A lot of that sauce left.
So any other questions? What's the time? Have we
well, it's 11:18. We've been going for ages.
Have we? Okay.
Yeah. Let's let the people get back to their Christmas planning.
Yes.
Jono, I'm going to take you outside to play with my babies for a little bit.
Amazing.
We'll wash our hands first. We didn't even touch the milk.
We didn't touch the milk.
No need. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in this year to Coaches to the Moon. Jono, thank you so much again for being here, my man.
Absolute pleasure.
You're amazing. I will be back next year with the Coaches to the Moon podcast with some more amazing guests, some better equipment. Everything's getting next level.
Woo!
Thank you so much for checking in this year, guys. Much love to all of you and peace.